Hi, if you are new here, I'm Kanitsi, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are continuing watching Monster. We are on the episode 56, so let's see what it has. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, damn.
6月19日、フランツ・ボナパルトと初めての面会。RF179、非常に物静かな男。優雅な立ち振る舞い。
It's describing Franz Bonaparte?
子供たち集まり朗読会。
どこまで行きたいんだ
He has to go to the Rose Mansion.
どこの
チェコなんですが。
乗りな。
He is lucky if he is not reported to the police. It's very dangerous for him to hitchhike.
朗読会。
Okay.
とても奇妙な屋敷。赤いバラの屋敷。ペー・ブジェブノフ・ペー。左に戦闘、右に風緑。人間の尊厳、実験。素晴らしい実験。
Wonderful experiment.
尊厳の剥奪。
あんたどこの人間
Deprivation of dignity.
国はどこだって聞いてんだ。日本
日本人です。
人の口のどころかわからないが。食いな。昼飯の残り物だけどよ。
ありがとう。
Oh, that's so sweet.
食えって。今にもぶっ倒れそうな顔してるぜ。女房がよ、ダイエットしろってうるせえんだよ。
じゃあ、
Another nice person that we meet on our way.
で食わなきゃ長旅は持たねえぞ。
もう終わらせなきゃいけないんです。この旅も。
Well, we still have some episodes to go. Okay. So, man, I had a huge break, but I hope you understand why. Like, I think the situation in my country just gets worse and okay. Anyways, I guess that's not the place to talk about it. In the last episode, he was told to go to Rose Mansion if he wants to see Eva, as far as I remember. So she was kidnapped by Roberta, and he left a note, but it was not written in her hand. So it made it seem like she wrote it, but actually we can't know for sure if she's alive or not. But I would expect to see her alive personally. As I said, I already discussed this topic, and also she could be used as a leverage, like as a hostage, you know. So even to Roberta, she would be more useful right now, I think, alive than dead, because he can use her as a leverage with Denmark if they have to negotiate something. So now we have to run back to at this moment, well, back to Czechia, to Czech Republic, the unending journey.
行かせたって天馬をそのまま行かせたのか。なぜ引き止めない。
Why would he have to stop him?
引き止められる人間じゃないことはお分かりでしょう。しかしだな。まして今はエバー・ハイネマンが行方不明という一刻を争う状況だ。天馬はそのために脱走までした。 そのバウルと名乗ったおそらく診療で私の命を狙った
Roberto.
彼の狙いは私に近づき父のメモを手に入れることだった。そのメモよほど重要なものが
Yeah, these are, yeah, right, these are the ones that Denma has now, that he was reading before the opening.
赤いバラの屋敷か。
Wait, he will go here? Did
父
I?
のメモは意味不明な記述ばかりですが、あれは暗号じゃないと思います。赤いバラの屋敷、ペー、ブジェプノフ、ベー。
Mhm.
ブジェブノフから西。
左に戦闘、右に風緑の
So he basically has a description where to go, so
願わくばその屋敷に事件を解決に導く証言者でもいてくれれば。しかし今となっては。
いや
あ
午後子供たち集まり朗読会
he remembers it all by heart.
記述です。
当時の子供たちが証言者か。を生かせたことを責めた。だがもし私があんたと同じ立場だったら同じようにしたと思う。
Maybe you would have gone with him too. Okay, so they are both going? As far as I understand, they are both going to.
この町に住んでた。そして
Yeah, she already had this some moment with memories.
大丈夫にな。
But I guess these familiar places kinda awake these memories. I wonder what would she see in the Red Rose Mansion, maybe? Was she there
何度やっても迷っちゃうんだ。
for afternoon reading?
きっと思い出す。あの時お兄ちゃんは私に話してくれた。3匹のカエルから連れ去られて
Mhm.
どこを通ってどこへ連れて行かれたか。駅を過ぎて左に街を見ながら川沿いを路面電車と一緒に走り。
So he was also taken to Red Rose Mansion and they will arrive here too.
そこで右に。
ダメだよ。彼に隠し事をしちゃダメだよ。
右でいいんだね。
どうしたの？なんでもない。
So she has some memories in the car too, I think.
目印ある？わからない。もう無理だよ。そんな昔の話思い出せやしないよ。
Well, if it was a highly traumatic experience, you might remember this. Even if you are small, if something, well, not necessarily traumatic, but just very emotional happens, something very significant, you are more likely to remember it, even if you were very small. What a peculiar concoction. Ah! That's weather vane. It's called weather vane in English. So yes, she did come to the same place.
左に
Church spire on the, it's so pretty though. It's the same instructions. She's right at the gates. Again, everyone is going to the same place. There's going to be some kind of culmination here. And the trip forever. This actually, it actually looks very pretty, but it looks kind of creepy too.
ここなの？
And they came here before Denmark. Will they meet Roberto already?
私ここを知ってる。
It was him who left the note, right? There's dust everywhere. Lungi didn't clean up when he came, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the door that we saw, but we saw the room beyond that and it was empty. But it might be that memory that Johan was talking about dead people and how they were walking among dead people. She told about it
この中からドアが生まれて
to Tenma when they were near water, you remember, after her parents were killed and they were hiding. She said something like that. in a room full of dead people. So we might see it in her memories. Are these fresh flowers? I was right! Right? It is her memories. Yeah, that was pretty to be expected, because it was kind of foreshadowed. And it is a traumatic experience, so something that you will definitely be able to remember.
悪魔め悪魔め悪魔め
Cool?
悪魔は死んだ
Nobody is watching though. They are looking at the pup. I feel bad for this guy. He looks so sad, man. I like him.
気分はどう？
おかえりなさい、リプスキーさん。お客さん集まった？
いや、相変わらずダメさ。
こんな素敵な人形なのに。
They do look creepy though.
もっと素敵だよ。
早く。
Okay, so it's definitely the present time. So it's Johan?
真っ先に君に見せるよ。もう仕事に行く時間だ。
レストラン？
ああ、人形だけじゃ稼ぎにならないからね。
ごめんなさい。こんなに長くお世話になってしまって。
いや、いいんだ。気にしないで。
リプスキーさん、聞きたいことがあるの。
なんだい。
3ヶ月前、倒れている私を見てくれた時。
It is her. She collapsed and was taken to the hospital?
あなたはあの
And he was at the mansion. Okay. I thought it was a very strange situation. Like, what the heck is going on? So Dieter playing outside is not just a coincidence. He is also kind of living here for now with them. Okay. I just thought for a second that it's just a completely different storyline with Johan trying to get something for someone.
なんていうか、でも今はあの屋敷よりも。いや、いいんだ。とにかく遠慮しない。ここにいて。
Did we hear his surname before? I don't remember. I feel like it could be familiar, but maybe I'm wrong and it was just something similar. Oh, he works here too. But I guess puppets are his actual passion. But he might be somehow connected to all of this, and he was playing out a story with a monster, so there has to be some kind of connection. Does he looks much older though. I'm not sure how much older.
起きて大丈夫なの？
すごい。この部屋で人形が生まれるのね。
お客さんは全然いないんだけどね。
どんな話なの？
悪魔の話なんだ。どうしたの、ニーナ？
続けて。
この世を滅ぼす竜を探しに旅に出た悪魔が途中で死にかけるんだ。けどそこに通りかかった青年がその命を助けてしまう。助けた相手の正体を知った青年は悪魔の後を追う。そして旅の果てに悪魔を探し出し、ナイフを手に悪魔を殺すんだ。面白いと思うんだけど全然ウケなくて。大丈夫、ニーナ？
私ならそうすると思う。私ならそうする。
Yeah, for her it's like a metaphor.
あの人にそんなことさせちゃいけない。
ニナ、
人間だったら
Maybe about like Tenma killing
そ
Johan.
の悪魔を救うわ。
そうかな。
But she's thinking about saving
だか
Johan.
らこの話気に入ってくれると思うんだけど、
彼、
この本棚すべて絵本だよ。
So maybe he was
クラウス、
friends with him.
エミル・シェーベ、
Yeah, that's the
名前の
author
ない怪物。
of the monster.
よく知ってるね。彼はたくさんの絵本を
So they were friends?
クラウス・ポッペ、エミル・シェー
Oh,
ベ、
he's a fan?
すべて同じ人物のペンネームなんだ。
Yeah.
フランツ・ボナパルタっていう人物のね。
フランツ・ボナパルタ。
人間はね、何にだってなれるんだよ。
僕は優秀な子供じゃなかったから朗読会から追い出された。
So he was one of the children on the book.
彼の朗
Wait.
読会が赤いバラの屋敷で
How old is he?
僕はそこの生徒だった。僕には分かったんだ。彼が何をしよう
Well, basically, he is one of these children they were talking about that was on these readings.
悪魔が言いました。嫌だ、絶対嫌だ。目の大きな人が言いました。いいよ、取引しよう。口の大きな人が言いました。口の大きな人の庭は花園になりました。目の大きな人は貧しくて貧しくてお腹が空いて仕方ありません。口の大きな人は毎日楽しくて楽しくて仕方あり
But
ま
was
せん。
there a price?
実った果物でお腹がいっぱい。だから気づきませんでした。花園が枯れていることに。二度と花の咲くことのないお庭で、口の大きな人はおいおいと泣きながらつぶやきました。悪魔と取引なんかしない。
Big eyes for someone who sees the truth and understands, and big mouth for someone who is
お
greedy.
腹が空いて空いて死にそうです。ボロボロ涙をこぼしながらつぶやきました。悪魔と取引すればよかった。
Oh.
取引だ。取引しよう。悪魔が言いました。ヤコブ
Interesting.
目の大き
So they both were regretting their decision.
僕らは金曜日の午後3時になると朗読会に集まった。僕らは彼の周りに座り、彼の朗読に耳を
Like damned if you do and damned if you don't.
とても穏やかな優しい声で
Looks like he was influenced.
話を読み
That's why he's coming back to the mansion.
こう尋ねるんだ。
That's how he found Nina.
この話の意味。
わかるわね。
わかるわ。
僕も何度も読んで分かったよ。すると彼は次の絵本を手に取り、クラウス・ポッペ作「平和の神様」。じゃあ次はこれを読んでみよう。
まるで初めて来たみたいだ。ずいぶん時間がかかったけど、
Now it is Johan.
すべての記憶がつながった。
Yeah, I should pay more attention to the voice. His voice is much more masculine, of course.
平和の神様は大忙し。鏡を見る暇もなく毎日ラッパを吹きます。平和の神様のラッパはみんなを幸せにします。 平和の神様は大忙し。
Looks cute.
鏡を見る暇もなく不思議な水をまきます。不思議な水は
うん
緑の山を作り、畑を実らせ、お花畑を作ります。平和の神様は大忙し。鏡を見る暇もなくみんなに名前をつけます。君の名前はオットー。君の名前はハンス。君の名前はトマス。君の名前はヨハン。ヨハンはお礼に帽子を神様にあげました。 神様は大喜び。その帽子をかぶった自分が見たくて、初めて鏡の前に立ちました。
And what did he see?
鏡に映ったのは悪魔だったんです。悪魔が言いました。君は僕、僕は君。どうしよう。この悪魔がいたらみんなが平和に暮らせない。どうしよう。どうしよう。困った神様はどうしたかわかる？僕はわかったよ。
So it doesn't have any ending, you have to figure it out.
どうしたか。
わかるわ。
やっと会えたね。ただいま。おかえり。僕だよ、母さん。母さんでも見分けがつかなかったろう。あの子は僕で僕はあの子。君は僕で僕は君。すべてが分かったよ。僕らがどこから来てどこへ行くのか。外はいい天気ですよ、母さん。
What is this? Fluid? It's like he wants to set it all on fire? I feel bad for the portrait. Well, and for the mansion too. Well, wait. Didn't Tenma have to go on a meeting in the mansion? How is he going to go if there's no mansion?
わかるわ。神様は眉間に銃口を向けるの。
I thought that he would kill himself, but I thought it is impossible for a god to do that.
僕を撃てよ。
Yeah, so that's actually a god is a metaphor for Johann. Johann is not one of the children, Johann is this god. It was my first thought, though I didn't voice it, so it's too late to say it, I guess, that the god killed himself, but I didn't really want to voice it, honestly. But unfortunately, that is, I guess, what is implied here. But in this case, when Johann says, like, she is me and I am her, implying that they are the same being. So when she says that the god pointed a gun to his own head, it's the same when he asked her to point a gun at him, to shoot him, because they are the same. I think it would be unfair to say that she is like a part that is god of peace and he is like a part that is monster. I think it's more fair to say that he has in him both good and bad sides, like most people do. And the previous story was also very interesting. I think both of them have a bit of its theme of ignorance, because in the first story, the man with big mouth, he was ignorant and he didn't notice what was happening to his garden. Meanwhile, the man with big eyes, he also was ignorant because he didn't notice how badly, actually in the end, the deal with the devil influenced the man with the big mouth, because he only noticed his own pity, his own grief, not the best word, well, his own sadness, maybe. So the man with the big eyes, because of this ignorance, because he was only concentrated on his own struggles, he actually thought, then I should have done this deal with the devil. So I think this theme is also like present here. And also in the second story, it was stated several times that he was too busy to look in the mirror, and I think it also can have this theme of ignorance here, that you do not notice what is within yourself. It's like a bit opposite, because in the previous one you were only concentrated on yourself, and that was the problem, and in the second story he was so concentrated on the outward that he didn't look inside himself. That's how I see it. I think there are several themes here, of course, in both of these stories, and it's interesting when he was naming these children. Maybe these were actually like some of the children that attended the readings, and he just used their names to make these characters. And so in this case this monster was Franz Bonaparte, and maybe actually he did also kill himself. Well, that Johann was in his audience, and so that's why he is mentioned here. So in the book it is Johann who gave him the head, and the monster is Franz Bonaparte. But when Nina consumes these stories now, she of course sees Johann in a role of a monster, and of course these stories of Lipsky was his surname, I should write it down. He was obviously influenced by Franz Bonaparte's stories, so he also has some similar themes, and for her it was also a metaphor of what is happening now in the reality, and for her it was like maybe about Tenma killing Johann, but now she's thinking beyond that. She's thinking maybe Johann can be saved. Maybe there is a possibility like that. And I think we talked about this already. Okay, that would be it for today. So share your thoughts, if you have any, without spoilers of course, in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and see ya!